What's going on, my dudes? Onestep here today with the ultimate beginner's guide to Human Torch in Marvel Rivals. Today I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on how to play Human Torch, the best strategies you need to be aware of, some fun team comps you should be using, and of course I'll be showing it all off in a match so that way you can see what I'm talking about. Subscribe here for more Marvel Rivals content and let's talk about Human Torch. His moveset is pretty basic and easy, so I'll make it quick and easy for you. Standard attack is he just throws out these fireballs that split up, so it's kind of like a shotgun the further away that you get. And though this is technically ammo based, it almost feels like it's just unlimited ammo because there's no need to reload because we're just throwing out fireballs. Now, as you may have guessed, yeah, he's a flyer, just like Storm, Iron Man. So you're strafing a lot. You're trying to be as hard to hit as possible. That is kind of your main game plan because you will be a target. You're gonna be super annoying. So everyone's gonna be like, get rid of that Human Torch, and you gotta be like, nah, fam, you ain't gonna hit me now. How you become harder to hit is your plasma body ability, where when activated, you become faster going up and down and just all around. So this does have a gauge on it. You can't use it forever, but this does make you harder to hit overall. And I hope it goes without being said, but that is of course a great mobility tool. So you can use it to get in, you can use it to get out, you can use it to be just more annoying, you can use it for all sorts of stuff. Blazing Blast throws down these fireball traps. Now they will do damage, as you can see here, over time if an opponent decides to sit in them. They're likely not going to do that, but if you put in like a chokehold or like a doorway right here, this is a really good spot if you don't want to create the walls, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But these are just fireballs. You throw them in doorways, chokeholds, you throw them in a group of people. You team up with like other abilities or ultimates like Groot's ult that puts them all together in one spot. You can just throw those down and just do damage over time. If they walk in them, they'll become damage, of course. Now think about these fire traps kind of like little points on the map you are creating, because you can connect the two fire traps here and create a wall of fire. So as they walk through it and you know, whatever, they will become damaged. So bop, bop. Now you might think, oh, that's fine, but why would I create a wall when I can just throw down one trap and be totally fine? Creating the wall isn't really the main focus of creating these traps. Now the reason why is because you have 3 ammo, but they just come back so fast you actually get 4. So you can create 4 traps, essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, then create the walls. They will then connect, and then everybody inside that box, that square of fire, will take damage as long as they're within that square of fire. Now that doesn't matter the shape. You can do a triangle and then connect them, and then everything that walks in them will become damaged because you're creating essentially, again, just an area of fire damage as they walk through it. So it's actually more effective to create an area regardless of shape rather than like a wall of fire. Now you can do a wall if you only have 2 ammo, but again, they come back so fast it's just more worth it to create, I would say, a square, you know, because then you do this on a point, an objective, or a payload, and the enemies just cannot get on this payload. They cannot be in this area. They're taking so much damage, and then you're raining down more upon them. Like you're gonna get some awesome kills and some great pressure by utilizing that kind of trap strategy upon objectives and payloads and choke areas, stuff like that. If you can't or don't want to utilize the making the trap or making a wall, you can dive upon these traps and make them explode and do a bit more damage than a normal dive would anyways. You can throw it in like a chokehold spot, and then when they walk through it, just be like, okay, psych dive, and then, you know, one more shot and they're dead. I mean, you can do both, right? So you can like create this square of fire, and then also, you know, now you have the area and then dive on, explode it, and the area of fire is still there even though that point was taken out by us diving on it. So you could utilize all of that in one single play, yeah. Now regarding this dive move, it does have its limitations. You can't dive like only at the ground. So like you can't dive at a wall, you can't dive for mobility, like get away this way. I mean, you could use it for mobility, like if I'm getting attacked, I can like sure get away, you know, fine. But it's not really like you can't dive at a wall, you can't dive straight across, and even like diving down, it does have its like a range limit. So I can't dive, you know, all the way over there. Like I just cannot dive. However, if I go down a little bit, I can dive here, which is still pretty good range, if I may say so, right? Like now there also is an exception. If you're looking down, you can technically dive on a wall. I don't see why you would waste your ability to do that, because your fireball traps, they don't stick to walls, they only stick to the ground. So I mean, you could dive at a wall, but I don't really see a point in doing that. I would save it for either you know, getting away if you have to, or of course diving on a fire trap that you placed down earlier. This is far more effective. So yeah, that is the rundown of his moveset and some tips regarding all of those moves. Let's talk about his ultimate. He goes supernova. During this supernova form, we get our plasma body ability unlimited. So now we can, you know, strafe a lot faster without this gauge necessary, which is a big tip I have. If you're gonna go ult and you're going supernova, just use your strafe move, because again, it's like unlimited gauge. So you can just be faster throughout your entire ultimate and just be that much more annoying during it. The other and the main focus of your ultimate is your fireball traps actually become fire tornado traps, essentially. And keep in mind, you can only create 3 at one time. If you try doing a fourth, the other fourth goes away, so now you only have 3. So you can only create 3 at one time. But this is also another great DPS ultimate that is really good for taking objectives, points, payloads. Like if this was right here, one objective, where is the opponent gonna go? You know, like they are taking damage basically throughout the entire payload area, objective area, wherever they're at. It is a really good ult. Now, one of the best parts about his ultimate is, of course, teaming it up with Storm. If you haven't seen it yet, let me show you. When Storm goes ult, she creates her tornado, right? So what do? We can give her a fire tornado ourselves, right? So let's let her ult. We will then ult. She gets more damage, and she can actually move into our fire tornadoes and gain a longer duration for her ult and more damage for her ult. I think her ult by itself is like 6 seconds, but if we ult and give her fire tornadoes, she can go through our fire tornadoes, adding I think 2 seconds per tornado, giving herself 11 seconds total. If she goes through that, so that'd be 7, 9, 11. Yeah, she can make her ultimate almost twice as long and doing way more damage. So this team up for ults is just wild. You are absolutely taking objectives, taking payloads with this duo combo. Now, the reason why it's so powerful is, as you can see, it is 2 ults in one. So we are using, if we only have 2 DPS, me and Storm, we're using both of our ults for the sake of 1 ult. So I mean, you can throw the fire tornadoes on her as well. So if she's just gonna stay in one spot on a payload or whatever, we give her the fire tornado, and then we throw ours down and feed her, so that she just gets it even longer, which is, again, just insane, I guess. I mean, here's how it looks if we are Storms. We're gonna go into this fire tornado right here, and we're just gonna be fed, so we can stay in here longer and do more damage. This is just so insane and so much fun to do as this combo. They're both flyers, so they're both just super annoying to deal with. That is the Human Torch's moveset. Let's talk about, you know, other strats you might be using and stuff like that. So for strategies, I mean, the best one again is you are a flyer. You don't have quite the mobility in a way that Iron Man would have, for an example, because he can just zoom out there with his rockets, but we do have our plasma body ability. Now this, you might not think is really fast, but being the enemy trying to aim at a Human Torch doing this is frustrating as hell. Like he is so hard to hit as is, going up and down and around, and then you do this, you're annoying as hell. So you're just up here throwing stuff down, throwing down your traps, and then as soon as you have enough, you connect them. That's annoying to worry about. And then you're also just raining more fire from above. You are literally burning and you're flaming on, and you are doing as much damage as possible and just being that annoying pesky fly in the sky that's just doing everything from above. I know it sounds basic, but you're using the same spacing you would probably use for an Iron Man, for a Storm. Maybe Storm is a bit more closer, but you get the idea. You don't want to be too far away, because then I mean, you can hit them, sure, but you're not going to do as much damage as you would want to do. And if you're close, yeah, you can do some awesome damage, but then you're a really easy target. And to be fair, when he is close, he is a 2 headshot character. That's awesome. I mean, you have a melee hit, but like, I don't know why you would use this, really, right? And I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but you really want to plan the traps and whatever you're doing with them as much as possible around payloads, objectives, or, you know, team up with other ultimates, so that way Groot can ultimate right in the middle of this square and just take out teams. So what about team comp? So like, who do you want to be playing with when you're playing either with or you are playing Human Torch? Well, like we just went over, I would recommend Storm just for the double ultimate, and you're both flyers, so you're both just super annoying as hell. Same goes with Iron Man for the same reason. You're both flyers, and it's just so hard to deal with when you got 2 of them, because one's over here, one's over there. So Iron Man's also a great choice. Why not go for all 3? If you do go 3 DPS, that is fun and, again, annoying as hell. So if your support character is Invisible Woman, Sue, she does give you that extra ability where you technically gain more health in a way, where when you lose health, it's kind of just regained with this health shield he has. So that's always a great bonus as well. And I think Invisible Woman is a great support character regardless. So a great team up this way. So other flyers, you got Invisible Woman, or you can go for DPS if that's kind of more grounded, you know, like Moon Knight or Punisher. So that way the enemy team is more focused on them or more focused on you, or, you know, vice versa. So that way the one on the ground is taking the heat, or you're literally taking the heat, and then the person on the ground can, you know, be flanking them or whatever. Having either 2 flyers is always so great, but again, I can see why there's benefits of having 1 flyer than 1 grounded. I love teaming up with Groot as well. You know, one, his ultimate brings the whole team together in one spot, and you can either trap them, or you do your ult as well, or he just creates walls, so that way the opponent can't back up, allowing you to place your traps or just fire hell from above, just because they got the walls behind them from Groot. Who do you like to team up with when you're playing Human Torch? Let me know your thoughts down below. And let's show off the Human Torch international match so that way you can see what I'm talking about and see these strategies put into practice. And while we're at it, have you subscribed here yet? God, I hope so. Oh yes, we already got a Storm on our team. Let's go. Let's hope that we can get our double ult combo off at least once. Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh, and we got Invisible Woman. Oh my god, yeah, double wombo combo. This is gonna be a fun game. Oh, they're already coming in hot. Let's just stay back and just fire out, literally. That Thor, that he's dead, he's gone. Okay, let's set our traps on that Punisher, that way he can't sit in his turret. That's kind of a, can we create a wall there? We can't, so that way they walk through it. I wanted to create a box, but I had enough. Let's back up while we're strafing. Ooh, plasma body, let's do that. We're faster. Ooh, yeah, perfect. So we have a really good like getaway tool with the plasma body. It just makes us that much faster, so we can that way, you know, get out when we need to. Oh, this Storm, I think she's gonna be our best option. We have our trap available, so let's go and set that if we can. Ooh, we missed that one. Let's set it right here and go for it. So hopefully they can't just choke us here. We can maybe push through a little bit. Let's go lower so we can take the point. Actually, we took that pretty heavily. Oh, hello, Strange. Dead. Strange is dead. We're gonna try to go through there. I'm gonna set a trap there just in case they try to. They're gonna get hit by it. Oh, they went Human Torch now. Hilarious. Who's the better Human Torch, eh? So you see how we're fighting Human Torch, and even us, like, he's just super hard to hit because he's just strafing everywhere. You can't attack and strafe. You gotta just, like, as soon as you fire, your plasma body goes away, so you gotta plan for that. Like, you can't plasma body and then attack. Like, while you're in plasma body, you gotta choose one or the other. So it's a more or less a mobility tool for sure. Let's create that area in case they want to sit there. Oh, who's down here? I hear Iron Fist. He's dead. He's dead. He's gone. Oh, come on. He's almost dead, bro. He's getting healed, though. He tried to get away with that square. Hilarious. Hey, yo. Let's create this area just in case they want to get through it. Almost looks like a 4. Fantastic 4. Hilarious. Get the extra health ability. We got to keep that in mind when we're playing with an Invisible Woman. This area, so if they try to walk in, they are dead. Even if they're not in it, they're afraid to walk in it. So you're kind of creating a space where they're not going to walk in that. So you're kind of negating a whole area, which is kind of just a good utility by itself. Even if you don't get a lot of damage or kills doing that, it's still a great utility in that aspect. Oh, Iron Man's got to go, baby. Iron Man's got to go. We are the better flyer, Iron Man. Cause somebody to get away from us so that we can heal. There we go. Get back in the fight now. This trap again. Let's go around the whole payload. Oh, the stairs stop it. Okay, so stairs do stop the whole area of effect traps. Got it. Learn that as I'm recording right now. So there you go. Let's hope Storm does her thing just so we can take this last 10 feet. There she goes. Yes. We can feed her too during it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And then this Tony's gone. That's game. That's game. GG's, man. Oh my goodness. Let's go. With all that being said, my dudes, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of Human Torch in Marvel Rivals? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Is he your new main? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe here for more Marvel Rivals content. Take it one step at a time and go ahead and click into these videos next for more Marvel Rivals news, guides, reactions, and more.